Hey everybody, it's Andrew Leahy with Dial Sports Wire, standing here today with Max Greamy. He is one of our star players for the Taylorville Tornadoes baseball team. Max, tell me a little bit about your guys' preseason that you guys have been going on here at the Taylorville High School.
It's been good. We started off, been indoors a lot because it's been pretty cold, Illinois weather, but yeah, it's been good. Just getting our work in, starting to get ready for the season. Did live at bats a couple times to help us get ready, and it's been going good so far.
Yeah, especially with the weather that's been going on, you guys have to do a lot of indoor practices versus outdoor on the field. Tell me, what is some of the big struggles with having the indoor versus the outdoor practices?
You can't really get the same feel. It's hard taking ground balls on hardwood instead of dirt. Being able to hit inside is hard, especially with the shed not being insulated, but doing the best we can, still getting our throws in and stuff like that. So
yeah, good. Tell me, what is some of the things that you guys have been working on in practices besides, I mean, you know, you've had your fielding and batting inside, but what are some of the things that you guys have been able to work on since you were able to get outside for a few days in the season?
A lot of bunt coverages and the small stuff like that too, like relays, bunt coverages, some of the smaller stuff that it's harder to do inside, but able to get it done outside. So it's been going good.
Good. Tell me, you are a senior on this team. Tell me a little bit about the leadership skills that you bring to the underclassmen.
Yeah, I just try to lead by example, lead with my voice, help people learn, because that's the reason I'm here. I'm trying to help everybody else get better. So trying to just lead by example, show up every day, give my best effort. Yeah, that's kind of what I try to bring every day.
Alrighty. Well, tell me, what is something that you're hoping to expect from your 2026 season?
We're very young, so hopefully people start to grow into their roles and stuff. Just learn as the year goes on, see how much we could mature as the year goes on. So yeah, I'm just looking for growth this year especially.
Gotcha, looking for growth. Tell me a little bit about the coaching staff that you have here helping you with the Taylorville baseball team.
Yeah, Coach Sample, he knows a lot about baseball. He's been helping us just teach us more about the game. Coach Corey too, he played college baseball. He's been around the game for a while, so they've both been huge helps this year.
Perfect. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for your time, Max. I really appreciate it. Good luck on your 2026 season.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, it's Andrew Leahy with Dial Sports Wire, standing here today with Isaac Repsher. He is one of our star players for the Taylorville Tornadoes baseball team. Isaac, tell me a little bit about your guys' preseason that you've had going on in 2026.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the Midwest weather, so obviously we get some days where it's 75 and sunny, and then the next day it could be 35 and raining. Yep. Kind of just got to make deal with what it's worth and just keep moving on.
Yeah. What are some of the things you guys have been working on in practice?
A lot of hitting, especially being inside. You got to get your swings in when you can, and really getting our bullpens in early. That was a big part for us, trying to get those arms ready to go.
What is the big struggle between having indoor practices versus outdoor practices?
As an outfielder, it's hard for me to get those big, deep pop flies, those big throws in, trying to get those reads off the bat. It's hard to do that inside whenever you're 150 feet away from your coach and not the 250 feet away.
Yeah, it's definitely a big issue too, and the distance between getting hit and then also looking into some lights instead of the biggest light there is, which is the sun. That is always blinding. Tell me a little bit about the coaching staff that you do have here helping you with the Taylorville baseball team.
Coach Sample, head coach, I mean, he's been coaching for 20 plus years. He knows what he's doing. He knows what to do at every single game, every single scenario. And then Coach Wilson, younger guy, played some college ball. I mean, great dude. He's always there for us. He knows what he's talking about as well.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, because you are a junior on this team, which means that you'll be coming back next year as a senior. Tell me, what are some of the leadership skills that you're trying to bring as a junior and then also into your next year as a senior?
Kind of just what Max said, lead by example. Also, kind of got to get after the young guys a little bit whenever they're not paying attention or messing around. You can kind of come off rude to them, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to be a leader.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to hit them with it straight. Tell me a little bit about the community here that comes and supports you guys at the Taylorville baseball team.
It's amazing. I mean, you hear some other communities where they struggle with some baseball support. On our first home game, we're hoping to get lots of people here, and it'd be huge if we could.
Yeah, of course. Let me ask you this. What is something that you're hoping to expect from your 2026 season? What is something that you're trying to accomplish?
We want to go back-to-back with the Apollo Conference. I mean, we won it last year, and I mean, we want to get to that regional championship and win it. We haven't done that in a while, and that'd be really nice for us too.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for your time, Isaac. I really appreciate it. Good luck on your 2026 season. Andrew Leahy with Dial Sports Wire, standing here today with the head coach for the Taylorville Tornado baseball team, Coach Sample. Coach, you guys are in your preseason right now with practices going on. Talk to me a little bit about your practice in preseason for 2026.
Mainly it's to, get the rust off the kids. A lot of them they have so much access to indoor facilities anymore, so a lot of them are ready to go, but a lot of it's getting arms to where they need to be, kind of getting some swings in and getting some live at bats.
Yeah. Talk about the process of trying to get them unrusty with the conditioning going on. I know you have some kids that are playing some winter ball and then also doing the spring ball too. So what was that kind of going into, not having all the kids available for conditioning?
Well, your varsity kids find a way to get there. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of them have been putting in the work, so it hasn't been as much getting them conditioned as some of the others. But, for the most part, it's been pretty easy, really. It's just getting acclimated to the weather more than anything for most of them.
Yeah. You brought up the weather, and I was going to ask you about this too. With the weather, because you guys are a spring sport, the weather does have a huge impact, especially for the early season of practice. How has the weather impacted you guys with practice?
Well, basically, we've been inside more than we've been outside. But that's the nice thing about having somewhere to hit. We can be inside and hit, but it's kind of hard with the live at bats not being able to get outside.
Yeah. What is something that you're hoping to expect from your 2026 season with you and the boys?
Well, a lot of we have some good leaders at the top, so we're young in spots and kind of trying to build off last year.
Yeah. You said you had some leaders. Talk to me about those players that are on your team that are showing the leadership skills.
Well, you got, a lot of them just do it by the way they play. Max Green, he's more vocal than most. He was an all-state selection last year, so, he kind of makes us go. Colton Gatton, he's a 4-year starter. Isaac Repture, this will be his 3rd year starting. We are young, but we have a lot of experience. Blake Laddage. Blake Laddage has been a varsity guy for 3 years. And then got Graydon Hughes, Alex Caldwell. It's Case and Pembroke. He's a 3-year starter. So, these guys that are juniors, it seems like they've been here forever, but, it's a good group of kids that's been around the program for quite a while.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like you have a mixture between all different grade levels performing on the varsity team. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the coaching staff that you have here helping you with the Taylorville baseball team.
I've got Corey Wilson, which he was a former player here, and he's been with us 7-8 years, I think. And then we brought back Coach Long. Coach Long was with Tim Crowderville for many years when Tim was here. So, yeah, it's just us three. It's kind of sometimes less is more, you know.
I understand that. Tell me a little bit about the community here in Taylorville, how they support you guys in the baseball team.
It's baseball. It's like baseball is one of them sports you either like it or you don't.
Yeah.
It's not like the Friday night football game where everybody just comes out, and then kind of like basketball, more of a social event. Baseball's more of it's a lot of families, and people tied to those families come out and watch baseball games.
Yeah, I completely understand that. I was the only kid in my family who understood baseball and liked baseball, so I do understand that it's usually the families that only come out. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, Coach. I really appreciate it. Good luck on your 2026 season.
Man. Thank you.
3 on 3, 1, 2, 3, 2.